you wonderful creative humans. I'm Pixie and this is Pixie's Projects. I'm here today to do my favorite video of the month, which is my completed projects. I love seeing everybody else's work, so I hope you enjoy looking at mine as well. I'm going to go ahead and jump into this and start a little differently than normal because I can. Every once in a while, it's fun to do something in a different way. I usually hold my projects till the end of the video, but today I'm going to start with one of my projects first. This is a diamond painting I completed in June for Pride Month. I always try to do something, and this is what I did this month, or this year. But yeah, I love how it turned out. It's the first one I have that's a partial drill, but it was the only one I could find that fit my purposes. So I was more than happy to do this partial drill. And the only thing that isn't covered in diamonds is the Love is Love. But this came out so cute, and I love it, and I cannot wait to get it hung up. So I want to get that out of the way so I can move in the books and not do anything to destroy that project. I'm going to start with my project book like I usually do. If you'll notice, it's a whole new book this month if you're somebody who's been here before. If you're new, I have a project book with my friend Sherry, and we completed the last one. And there's a video of its completion up on the channel. And now we're starting in Floating Mandalas by Tabitha L. Barnett. And we've decided on 5 pages a month so that we can finish the book in a semi-reasonable amount of time. I forget what that equaled out to. That might have been a year, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, the first page here was just done with, and everything subsequently will probably be mostly permanent markers, because that's what I like to use in here, because I still have a bunch left, and I'm trying to use those up so I can just have alcohol markers that are blendable. Like, permanent markers don't really blend well, as you can tell with my blending in the title. You know, and I don't mind too much for that because it's just a little title. So yeah, my first page is very fruity, very summery, and I just love that color scheme. Moving on from there, I did this one, again, permanent markers. This one, it just looked like fire to me. So I immediately, you know, if something looks like something, I'll just run with it. It's the best way for me to do things. I'm just going to be putting bookmarks away on the side if you can see my hands moving around. But yeah, this is really fun. I love these because there's this gray shadow for everything, so it really makes them look good. I just want to show you one that was not colored in so you could see the grayness. It's very cool. So then I did this one, and this one was also done permanent markers. The only difference here is I used a red paint marker to add these little lines in here, and the white paint marker to add that, so that I could make the center appear to be like a gem, which I hope I accomplished. But that's all I added to that. Then we have this one, and like I said when I showed the fire one, if it looks like something, I run with it. And this looks like flowers and leaves, so it's flowers and leaves. Not very creative, I know, but sometimes that's what I like to do, is just follow the pattern. And here's my last one for June. This one had little butterflies and some leaves. You can really see the shadows here on these little stems of the flowers. I just loved it, so I left the center blank so I could really see that gray shadow. And that is my first 5 in Floating 3D Mandalas. So that is first coloring in this book. I am trying to color at least 1 page in all of my books. I'm either going to succeed or not, and it's okay because I have a lot of books and I'll take my time. But after that, I wanted to get into these because this is some stuff. Tropic Hot came out, and you know what? Let me start with that. So, me, Poet, Deb, and Johanna got this book, and we're doing buddy colors in it. We started with 1, and then it went on from there. We wound up doing 3 different books, and I think 5, 6 pages. I'm not sure. This is the first one. The very first Tropic Hot page. So this is the first time I've colored in this. I don't remember to write Color Your Horde on my stuff. So T or Lavella, if you're watching, almost every book I'm doing is Color Your Horde. I really appreciate that you guys run that every month. But yeah, this is all done with markers and Jelly Roll Moonlights for the leaves and some of the flowers. And I use the Jelly Roll Metallics for the earrings and the little circles on the skulls. And I also used the Jelly Roll glaze for her eyeliner. That was so hard for me. Words are hard all the time. Then we did this one. And this is not the order we did them in, but these are the ones in order in this book. This was, again, all alcohol markers. You're going to find this month to be very alcohol marker heavy for whatever reason. Poet, you're rubbing off on me. But, you know, I've got some pencil stuff too. So, yeah, this is all alcohol markers. I used a white acrylic paint pen for the little dazzle marks on the ring and the barrette. I used the Pentel Sparkle Pop for her eyeliner and her lips. And inside some of the skulls, I really hope you're getting to see all that sparkle because it's so pretty. And yeah, just inside a couple of the eye sockets of the skulls. And that is all that is on there. Then we did this one. I love this one. It's so bright. It's, again, those fruity tropical colors that I liked from the mandala book. This one just lent itself to it, so I ran with it. This one is all, again, alcohol markers. Jelly Roll Moonlight is everywhere in those neon colors. In the wings, the fruit, the leaves, her nails. I mean, you name it. Up here, it's everywhere. Those flowers, this armband, the leg band. Then I used Jelly Roll glaze for her eyeliner and for the fishnet stockings on her bum. So that was everything for this book, or this page. Yeah, and this book. So we did 3 in Tropic Goth. I am very curious as to how many we did now. And then I also just got Hot Tropics this month at the same time because I didn't have it. And they go together to me. Tropics, so I went with it. And we did one in here. So we did this flamingo lady here. I do wish hers were named, and like I could name them myself. I know Johanna does that. But I'm not good at that, so I'm not doing it. But I like names on my pages. Like I like when they come with names for the pages. Like the old Mythographics did. A lot of books do. I just can't think of them all right now. This one is, again, alcohol markers. I used a white paint pen just to outline the stars and add a few more. And what else? Oh, this one, this is like a purple, a dark purple alcohol marker, the top half. I don't know if you can see that there's a top half and a bottom half. I can't tell by looking, but you can see if you're just sitting here, I can see it. This purple-ish marker, it looks gray to me, but the purple marker died halfway down here. So I just, there was a squiggle line around the outside of this picture. So I just made a squiggle line going this way and just one line to delineate and then colored everything down here with a Sharpie. I love how this turned out. I like how bright she is, and I like that they made the background just dark so she could, you know, shine on it. She's so pretty. So that was Hot Tropics. Then we pulled out Rococo a Go-Go because we didn't do enough yet. This one is my least favorite. Again, these are all buddy colors with Deb, Poet, and JoJo. But this one is my least favorite of the, was that 3, 4, and the other one altogether 5, 6 we did. Okay. This is my least favorite. I just wasn't getting the blends I wanted with the markers, and that was okay. So her outfit and her hair just doesn't really feel good to me, and I had an accident with her face, so she's busted. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's not, I'm not trying to point out my flaws. I'm just explaining why I don't like this page as much as the others. So I did all her jewels with pencil and then did white acrylic paint over all of them. I've got some gold metallic paint on 2 of the teeth in the skulls just to do something different with them. I've got Jelly Roll metallic on my background triangles I made. I mean, that's part of the book that I like, is like just adding some like shapes behind them. And then I've got Jelly Roll glaze for her eyeliner, and then Moonlight for her wing from her eyeliner and in her eyeshadow. But yeah, it's not a bad page. I still like it. It's just not my favorite. And then I did this one. I don't know if anybody watches Critical Role, but I had Lady Briarwood stuck in my head when I did this one. I don't know. This is what she looked like to me. So I did her. Again, all alcohol markers, made 3 little rectangles behind her to just give her some contrast. And again, we've got the glazed jelly roll for her eyeliner and her lips on this one, and a little bit of the white glaze on her eyes to make them look like milky. Yeah, I just wanted to look like they were like glazed over. So that was what I did with her, and I love this one. So that was my or our Carla Magani kick this month. I just wanted to show those because they're very summery. Now moving on to Area Veil, which is one of the buddy colors I host every month. And this is Complete Area Veil. This was April's page because I didn't get to it. So it is Welcome to the Veil. This is all done with colored pencils because I destroyed my first copy of this book. And I'm doing the entire second copy in, now I'm calling it mostly colored pencils because I have a couple alcohol backgrounds. This has a permanent marker here for the Welcome to the Veil, the part of the words on the sign, and it has a white gel pen here for the spots on the mushrooms. I really love how my gems at the top turned out. They're just colored pencil and white acrylic paint pen, and I don't know why I love it so much, but I just do. And the other one I did was actually the page for June, which is here. It's Couture by Cashian. I don't know. I have an alcohol marker background like I do on the one behind it. And I used a chrome pen for the mirror that was given to me by my friend Amanda from Amanda Colors. If you can see that, it is like super, super shiny. Thank you again. It's so cute. And I used a gold acrylic pen on the bell, the sign, and the hinges here on the mirror. And everything else is Arteza Expert and Arteza Pastel pencils. Yeah. That is everything on this page. So I like how this one came out. It's not one of my favorite ones in the book. But it is a good page. So it's done. And I will show, I don't usually show my whips, but when the whip is in a book I'm showing, I don't mind showing it. I'm working on October's page here from last year. Yeah, I just got the background done for the sky, and that's it. And I think I'm just going to stop working on that now to work on, where's it at? This page, which is July's page. So I think that's what I'm going to wind up doing, and then hopefully get back to working on last October. Next up, oh, I'm sorry, I hit the camera. Next up, I have Circularism art books by AJ Quinnell. This is Symmetry. Feral Shoujo shows these on her channel all the time, and I've always been intrigued, and I wound up getting one last month. Before I could do the haul, which came out a couple days ago, or it's going to be a couple days from now, depending which part. Part 1 is out, part 2 you'll see in a moment. But I love the shininess of the paper, and it came in, and I save these for when I'm like not feeling it, but I still need something to do. And apparently I was in that place because I did 8 of them like as it came in, and I just spent days playing in it. So I have this cat. I think this is a lion. I know nobody's like really into seeing my color by number stuff, but it is part of what I do. So I am showing it. Some other kind of cat, a cow maybe. Like, I don't really care what they are either. That's the worst part. I just like coloring them. And there's an owl here. I love this one though because it's just really bright and the flowers are really pretty, and I don't know. And the ladybug made me super happy with this. I kept saying it was like a disco light as I was coloring it in. And then this was the first one I did because I was doing them from the back to the front because it colors over the writing on the back. And I was nervous when I colored this because I think this is just like a hot mess. But on the following pages, it looks a little better. So I'm not upset. And really, even if I don't like the colors of this, to be honest. Even if I'm not into it, I will color the whole book because I like the process of it. So now I gotta buy another one of these because these books only have 20 pages and I already did 8. but I will wait until it's finished, or maybe one page left, so that Amazon can get me the next one before I'm done. Next up, I have A Million Sea Creatures, and I really love this page this month. A lot of people colored in this book in June, I guess, or May for Mermaid, I guess, and I realized I've never colored in this book, and I know I had it because I buy every Lulu Mayo book. I just haven't gotten Little Monsters yet, so I'm behind. This was all done with Cretacolor Studio Line pencils, which is their like student grade. And then I used acrylic paint pens to outline this little bunny guy and all the flowers, stars, and colored all this yellow. And I did a line over the waves so they weren't black. They're like grayish, tealy color now, and I like that a lot better. I had a really good time with this page, and it was fun. So that was that. I don't think I'm missing any buddy colors. I did say all the Carlo Magana's were Deb, Jojo, and Poet. And yeah, my floating mandalas were Sherry. I'm so afraid I'm going to miss a buddy color. And if I miss you, please don't think I don't care about you. It's just, I get talking about the page and then I forget to mention sometimes. But, oh good, it's a buddy color. There we go. This one is with my friend Cindy Visser over on Instagram, and I just did this with alcohol markers, and there's a paint pen down here for the sprinkles if that's something. I love how our hat turned out. So Poet, thank you for all the wonderful alcohol marker lessons you're providing me over on your channel. I had a good time with this, and that hat is awesome. Yeah, if you don't know, and I haven't been here before, Poet Spice has a channel, and she does a lot of alcohol marker work, and it is super, super good. So check her out if you get a chance. This was done by myself. It's Albrecht Dürer all over it. Really happy with this page because I have a tendency, if there's like a bunch of flowers on a page, like these are all the exact same flowers, so they should all be the same color. I don't know why my brain works like that, but it does. And look, I have 3 different colored flowers, so I'm progressing nicely. I'm into it. I like that there's different colors because something is wrong with me. These would have to be all yellow or all pink or something if they were on a page. So this is good. I'm happy. All right, I'm going to interrupt our coloring pages to show another project because we're halfway through, maybe about halfway through. If you saw last month, I had a beaded bunny keychain that I made, and this month, because David wanted one, I made a beaded bunny stormtrooper, a beaded stormtrooper for him. It's double-sided. There are just 9 million little seed beads on both sides. His just has fishing wire for now. It's been done like half the month, and I won't give it to him because I wanted to use it for the end of the month video, which is now. And then he's going to tell me what he wants me to do. If he wants it to be a keychain or something to hang in the car or what, then I will add the appropriate hardware and he will have it. So that was a lot of fun to do. Where are we at? Let's do A Million Magical Creatures next. This is also by Lulu Mayo. This was not a buddy color. This is the page I did. Oh, I need to fix this one too. I, for half the month, wanted to believe that it was May still, and everything says 5/23. So 6/23. There we go. And this was done with my Albrecht Dürer's acrylic paint pens for like the ribbon and the fur on the monsters, bunny's tails up on this bird. And then I used black acrylic paint for the background. I wanted to add a layer of the glitter Mod Podge to the black background, but this was complicated enough to get the black with a paintbrush on here. I wasn't messing with another layer, so it is done. That's how I'm going to call it. It's done, it's done, it's done. I used the same color palette that I used on Matchstick Mouse. I did these like one right after the other. It looks way better on this than on this, but it's done, and it is what it is. And it isn't too bad. So there's A Million Magical Creatures by Lulu Mayo. Next up, I did some pages for my Pixies Disney coloring, which was Shere Khan was who we picked last month, which is Jungle Book. I have this Disney baby book from Target. I know last year a bunch of people had it. I haven't seen anybody color it. And it wasn't colored by me until this month either. So I am going to try to pull this out every month and see if I can find my characters. And I'm going to go back and color the characters we've already had because we're not going to get them for a while again. But I have Baloo and Mowgli here. Mowgli. I can't remember how to pronounce his name. I think it's Mowgli. Anyway, I did these with alcohol markers, and I've got streaking. I've got this part, specifically his skin. It kept feeling like it wanted to pill, so I just kept going faster and faster. So I've got marker outside the lines. It was really wild. So for the second picture, because there's 2 Jungle Book pictures in here, I thought, let's try the Bic crayons. Now, I admit that I only did a single layer. I wasn't trying to blend, but they also didn't want to be on this paper. So I'm going to have to do a little playing around to see what I'm going to put on here to color these pictures because they're really cute. They're just very big, and coloring in pencil is not an option. Not for me. I mean, if somebody else wants to do it, God bless, but these images are too large for me to be using, a real pencil. A colored pencil. So because this did what it did, I didn't even try to color my backgrounds. I gave up. So they just kind of look weak sauce. I just didn't finish them. But that is what I did in Disney Baby. And I did another page for my Jungle Book Pixie's Disney Color Along. I did this page here of Ka. The other page was done previously. This is a wallpaper page, which I'll insert a picture right here somewhere. It's just a bunch of this. So I colored Ka in with some colored pencils. I used a India ink marker to do the Trust in Me part, and I used a white gel pen or white acrylic paint pen to get the background clear because they're so close together that there was parts of the snake all around him. You'll see over here. Hopefully it's still up. I don't know. That's later me's problem. And I used black paint to do the background, and I purposely let it be streaky because I didn't want to fuss with complete perfect circles. So I've got the white coming out the edge, and I'm good with it. Then I did the yellow, the purple, and the teal because that's the color that Ka's eyes turn when he's hypnotizing somebody. So I thought that was just kind of neat. Like, if you were looking into the pupil of his eye, it would be, I mean, it should be black, but it's not. But, like, maybe, like, that part would be, like, Ka. I don't know. It was a thought process. Whether it translated into something here is a whole other story. But that's what I was thinking about. So, that was my last one for Disney coloring. I showed this in my haul. Either you saw it last week or it'll be the part that comes up this week because it's 2 parts. This is Delightful Color by Numbers. I think this is like Sirius Publishing. I have a bunch of these types of books, and I really like them. And I had a set of Pen and Gear colored pencils from Walmart. As far as straight coloring, I can tell you they're going to be great in my Color by Number books. I don't know if they blend or not. But I just did this little front mandala for something to do and to check them out. The pencils and the paper in the book. The paper in the book is whatever. It's paper. But there's a bunch of little ones, too, to color on your way to the actual ones that, come in the key. There's 3. So I'll probably color all of those, too. Because why not? And then I have a buddy color with my friend Jackie Conrad on Facebook. This is Adorable Girls. Rada Prince made this book. I bought this because Amanda Colors had it on her channel. She does quite a few pages in it. And I really liked how it looked. So I picked it up and then found out that Jackie had it as well. So we did this page. The background was on it already, I think. Because, hold on. I can tell from back here. Yes, it was already in a rectangle. Sorry. And I just used alcohol markers in here. And a Jelly Roll gold pen for the chain on her necklace. And not Jelly Roll glaze. I used glossy accents for the gem, the earring, her lips, and her eyes on this. And the rest was all alcohol marker. And that was Adorable Girls by Rada Prince. Then I did a buddy color with Jamie's Disney Kingdom here on YouTube. And this is Easy Spring by Josh Dunbar. I should be putting this to the front because he wants to do a page every month, and I'm not going to say no to that. It gets a book finished. So last month, let me show that first. Last month we did this one, and everybody wanted to see, well, a lot of people requested to see this vivid background I did with the gel art, or gel crayons, like King Art I have, and a couple other brands. So I did a video using this picture, which was this month's buddy color for us. And I did the whole background with the gel crayons. Everything else is alcohol markers. You could check this video out if you want. It's a few videos back. But yeah, everything's alcohol markers, except I used white acrylic paint for the bottles and for the window and the windshield so that they look like they're up and in place. Yeah, and then everything else is just alcohol markers and gel crayons. So that was Easy Summer by Josh Dunbar. Or Easy Spring, I'm sorry. I've just gotten Easy Summer. Okay. Then I've got R.J. Hampson's Moonlight Mischief. And I have to say that I forgot to say that it was my first page in Delightful Color by Numbers, my first page in Rate Up Prints, and my first page in Disney Babies. And this is my first page in Moonlight Mischief. And this is a buddy color with JoJo Sahana here on YouTube. This is all alcohol markers and white acrylic paint pen. I know it seems like there's a theme here. It's all acrylic markers this month. But there are a few pencil pages, and there's another one coming up right now. And this one is in the Ink House. And this is a buddy color with Jody, J.I. Colorist here on YouTube. Another channel you should really check out. Anybody I mentioned you should check out on Instagram or YouTube because they're awesome and their coloring is very good. But we did a page last month, and then we did another page this month. So it's nice. We did Francois. I did all of this with Albrecht Dürer. The only part that I did with water was the sky. I tried not to take the sky up too high or the patio down too low because of all the words. I want to keep the story intact. Really like my blend I got on Francois. If you look over here, hopefully editing me will remember to do it. David found a meme. It's got a bad word in it, so I'll, hopefully I've taken it out or blurred it or done something to it. But it's a frog sitting on a rock that looks exactly like this. So I used him as inspiration for color, but also I wonder if the artist who drew this book, Rory Dobner, got him for inspiration as well. We'll find out. Who knows? But yeah, he's over here, hopefully. This frog. And I used a gold acrylic paint to add details to the cup and saucer, which is just around the edge of the saucer, the edge of the cup, and the lines going down, and the handle. And then, I don't know if we call this a finished page. I didn't even put a tab on it. I colored this, I don't know, a year and a half ago maybe, but I never colored this bunny. And it just seems silly, it's not its own page. So I just added some gray to her fur, and then a little bit of pink inside the ear. The teapot was already colored. That's part of the book, is the blue that comes in it. And I think I colored the dots pink. So yeah, I don't know if that counts, but it is a finished page, I guess. So there she is. And I also did another page in Birds in the Forest. I love this book. I have a couple buddy colors with Poet in here that I need to get working on. But this one, who was this one with? I said Cindy and I did the Matchstick Mouse one. Did I get these mixed up? It's very important I say the right people, because I don't want anybody feel... I did say the wrong people. I am so sorry, Michaela, Cindy. I'm so sorry. All right, hold on 1 second. Okay, my Matchstick Mouse page I did in here. Right here. This page was done with Michaela Colors and Creates. And I think I said Cindy. I'm not going to pull the camera off the tripod and rewind and watch it. Because then I probably won't come back. I have a tendency to just wander off. So this was Michaela, and I am so sorry, Michaela, that I labeled this as Cindy. And Cindy, I'm so sorry that I mislabeled you for that. I did this buddy color with Cindy Visser from Instagram. Okay, now I feel better. I have notes, and I just get into my like little groove and I forget to look. But this is not my first page in this book. The background is Neocolor 2s and Neocolor 1s, and I tried to make it look kind of like a sunset of sorts. And I mean, I don't know if I achieved that or not. I like the colors. It's very bright, very summery. I just made a quick border on the page because I can't stand going into the gutter or the edges of the page, and I rarely do it. If I have to, I will, like here. All the rest of it is alcohol markers. I love how the flowers turned out. I think the birds are cute. All in all, it was just a really, really fun page. And like I said, I've got a couple more buddy colors in here that I need to work on. But yeah, this is a great book. And it's big, too. So lots of pages. So that, I think, right? That's all my finished pages. I did 2 projects. I showed them. Yeah, I'm done. That's it. The end. Thank you for coming. So I guess I'll just see you in the next video. I'm out of stuff. So until next time, friends, have yourselves a very colorful day. Bye.